Imagine that you made $3,500 today and it was the most boring job you've ever done. Would you be mad at that? Would you be mad at $3,500 in a day, but being completely bored throughout the whole process? I wouldn't hesitate to say that most of you watching this would not be mad at that, right? That's great money for any type of trade guy. And the cool thing about this project, which is a driveway sealing job, is that it is very high ticket and it is very boring. As you're going to see, this is probably going to be one of the most boring videos that you watch, but I'm going to try to give you guys as much value about acrylic driveway sealing. Using acrylic sealers, this is an exposed aggregate driveway. These projects are always very high ticket, very profitable. It's just not the most glamorous job. It's not hard, it's not difficult. You kind of have to know where to get the sealer and what's the best sealer for the best deal. But at the end of the day, it's kind of not glamorous, right? Which I think that's really cool because it provides us with a niche that no one is really looking for. Now, this exact house that you're watching in this video that Ben is actually sealing is a house that I sealed 3 or 4 years ago. And they called us back wanting it done again. So that's what's really cool as well, is if you seal a certain client's driveway in a couple of years, 2-3 years, they're going to need you to come back and seal it again. So it's semi-recurring in a fiscal standpoint. You're able to kind of predict that these higher end clients are going to need it done again, and you can market to them in that regard. But like I said, driveway sealing isn't glamorous. Put down below if this is not the most boring high ticket job that you've ever seen in your life. Put boring in the comments because I will agree with you and give you a thumbs up. Like right now, Ben is going to seal this entire driveway. He's cleaned this driveway probably a couple of days ago, and it probably took him a couple of hours to do that. And the sealing, he comes back and it probably is going to take him another 2 to 3 hours. You got to go pick up the sealant, right? You got to purchase the sealant, and then you mark the sealant up so you make money on the sealant. A lot of times if you're buying sealant from a sealant manufacturer and not from Home Depot, you can get a pretty sweet deal on the 5-gallon buckets. A little pro tip: you need to make money on the sealant, not just the labor. So upcharge for the sealant and upcharge for your labor, obviously, and decide how much you want to make on this job. This job is obviously going for right around $3,500 to $3,800. It's going to take probably a total of about 5 to 6 hours with cleaning. Okay, that includes cleaning. Anytime that you can make that kind of money in an 8-hour window, it is always a great day, because the take home on that's probably going to be right at about $3,000. Okay, probably maybe $2,900. You got some money in sealant. That's definitely, you got a little travel time to go pick it up. You know, you got a couple different pieces of this puzzle here that you got to factor in: the cleaning, the picking up of the sealant, and the coming back to seal it. But at the end of the day, man, you got a roller and a stick, and this is the most boring money that you'll ever make. Let's watch Ben get after it. All right, enough of that. So let's talk about upselling this service. Now, usually that's how the conversation comes about with the customer. After we have cleaned the driveway or the concrete, we can pitch them this as an upsell. And this is how we basically double our money on the day. And look, if you're at a 9 to 5 right now, you hate your situation, you hate your job, you're out there just kind of looking for opportunities. Pressure washing is one of those businesses that you can start part-time, spare time, and replace your income, and maybe even replace the direction of your life situation. That's what it was for me. If you're looking to do that, we've trained thousands of guys around the globe to massive success, including Ben here. Ben makes probably $200,000 to $300,000 a year on his own, part-time. He only does high-ticket jobs. He only works when he wants to. It's a really cool situation, and we have that formula and would love to pass it on to you. I'll include the How to Wash course. Go ahead and check it out. It'll be in the description of this video and in the comments. First link, click it, check it out, and grab it. As I was saying, upselling this service is very easy when you have high-ticket customers because they want to protect this investment. An aggregate is known to crack from freeze and thaw. And just be ready to fill those cracks if you're going to do this. Ben previously filled those cracks with an aggregate concrete crack filler, and now he has let those dry. He has come back, an hour or so later, and he's going to seal over the top. Now, big pro tip before I leave you guys, make sure the aggregate is dry before you seal. I've seen so many messed up sealants where I'm at, where a guy tried to seal with acrylic based sealer and the concrete was wet and it turns into milky ugliness. I'll see you guys in the next video.